Hey gamers, welcome back to Game Perfection, a passion project by Karmasur Studios. I'm your host, Karma, and with daily uploads, I've been forced to do gaming for longer hours. So, I've been missing some action lately, but I won't let you miss out on that. Yeah, I'm talking about the action genre.
Fusion.
Do you need an invitation now? Bring that title back. The best action games for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Episode 1. Enough introduction. Let's dive right into it.
There are consequences to killing a god!
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
God of War. Released on the 20th of April 2018 on PC and PlayStation. Santa Monica Studio came up with this beast in 2018, and it suddenly became a fan favorite. Its musical score elevates story moments, which flow seamlessly into fantastic action gameplay, allowing for exploration and puzzles that reward you with a deeper understanding of its characters and its vast and beautiful world. God of War is a masterful composition of exceptional interlocking parts that pays off in unexpected ways in both gameplay and story. God of War's fish-out-of-water story is a non-stop whirlwind of emotions set in a new, Norse mythology-inspired world and starring a familiar but thoughtfully reimagined character. Apart from great action, it takes you on a thrilling journey where each aspect complements the others to form nothing short of a masterpiece. It's a game in which Kratos, a previously one-note character, transforms into a complex father, warrior, and monster, besieged on the field as well as within his own heart.
This is no ordinary illness. The boy's true nature, your true nature, fights within him. No call to wake you.
Warframe. Released on the 25th of March 2013 on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. With mission-based progression, exciting multiplayer battles, and excellent sci-fi visuals, Digital Extremes delivered an addictive online game that combines melee action, snappy shooting, and outstanding character mobility. Target assassinations, escorting or saving NPCs, collecting a key item, or fighting a major boss character are among the missions. In nearly every mission, your Warframe slices, dices, and blasts any grunts that stand in your way. Warframe equips you with a basic melee combo string, an auto-deflect tactic against ballistics that activates while you're running, and an outstanding level of mobility and speed. Each Warframe has 4 special attacks that can be performed by pressing the 1 to 4 keys. Each Warframe has its own set of actions. Because abilities are a Warframe's distinguishing feature, the ability to swap and customize these around at the end of the game is huge. Warframe is full of thrilling moments, so don't pass it up if you're looking for an action-packed PC game.
Monuments of an ancient warrior caste. Scattered across frail worlds.
Your hunger may beget a fine shinobi.
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Released on the 21st of March 2019 on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Stadia. From Software hit bingo with this one, as Sekiro was the Game of the Year from 2019. Because of the Swiss Army knife of a prosthetic arm strapped to your titular shinobi character, Sekiro is immediately its own beast in terms of stealth, combat, and movement. Its most obvious trick is a built-in grappling hook that can send you flying to the rooftops on the spur of a moment, sending ripples throughout the gameplay. Between jumping and ziplining between anchors, the fear of being cornered, overwhelmed, and murdered in some dark alcove is almost non-existent. Among the standard attacks are thrusts, sweeps, and grapples that are difficult, if not impossible, to simply block or dodge. However, these come with the fairness of telegraph animations, with a literal big red danger sign appearing on the screen and giving you a split second to figure out what's coming and how to counter this specific type of attack.
I expected no less from you, my boy. Sir.
Devil May Cry 5. Released on the 8th of March 2019 on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Another Capcom studio game and another piece of art, literally. It has a perfectly paced campaign that mixes in 3 completely different playstyles, each with enough depth to carry their own game, a fun and satisfying story, and, simply put, one of the best combat systems in video games. But the depth, creative freedom, and variety of Devil May Cry 5's combat are what make it so appealing. If you're playing as Nero, those tools include your revocable Red Queen sword, chargeable Blue Rose handgun, a grapple that can draw enemies towards you, and an ever-expanding arsenal of Devil Breakers, which are disposable mechanical arms that each provide Nero with new abilities and utilities. The combat is the game's strongest element. The story is excellent, and the unlockable difficulties provide plenty of incentive for replayability.
One wants to play.
Sign of improvement, and the scale of the humanitarian crisis is
The Horizon Islands were one of the nation's worst hit.
Arma 3, released on the 12th of September 2013 on PC. Bohemia Interactive brings true combat gameplay experience in this massive military sandbox. When you play online with real people, it has the potential to be much more enjoyable. It doesn't have a cap on the number of players, so in theory, a server with 100 players facing another 100 players in a massive sandbox where almost anything is possible is one of the best shooters. Smaller matches are more enjoyable for a new player attempting to make his way in this world. The two islands that serve as massive military sandboxes are truly impressive and serve as the foundations for everything else in Arma 3. The complexity of this game is a double-edged sword. It takes some time to understand, but once you're comfortable enough with its mechanics to use them under pressure, you'll be able to engage in large-scale tactical combat that's simply not available anywhere else.
blowing my charge.
Monster Hunter World, released on the 9th of August 2018 on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. This action co-op series by Capcom Studios, it is an incredible ride. Monster Hunter has always been a series that has a lot to offer. As you complete monster hunting quests in this edition, you collect materials from your prey and the environments in which they live, which you then use to build stronger gear, which you then use to take on stronger monsters to obtain even more gear. The beauty is in the variety of ways it provides you to complete that loop. Combat feels like an entirely different game with each of the 14 weapon types. Monsters themselves have a plethora of strengths and weaknesses, as well as a plethora of materials to harvest, all of which can be used to create tens of different items. World Edition makes a dramatic leap into a look, feel, and size that feels completely new while staying true to the series' ideals by maintaining the addictive combat loop that fans love.
Alright, one more time.
Hades, released on the 17th of September 2020 on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. This one-of-a-kind roguelite by Supergiant Games brings fast-paced action with its persistent, progressing story through a vividly reimagined Greek mythological underworld. The main character of this game is Zag, Hades' son. He's a skilled warrior who can wield 6 different weapons, each with 4 variants. Each of these infernal arms is tailored to a specific playstyle. Zag can use a dash to get out of trouble or into a better position, regardless of his weapon of choice. And let me tell you, there are few things more satisfying in life than a successful last-second dodge that allows you to stab an enemy in the back for bonus damage. Hades sets the standard for creatively combining wildly disparate genres and utilizing their strengths to complement one another in unexpected ways. Its combination of satisfying, twitch-based action and countless modifiers to increase replayability keeps it interesting throughout. Risk of Rain 2, released on the 11th of August 2020 on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and Stadia. This multiplayer madness and roguelike action by Hopoo Games has a pile of joy packed inside. It's a game about finding items that boost your strength in unexpected ways, stacking and stacking and stacking until you're perched on Olympus. On the screen, you're shooting and slicing your way through a bizarre zoo of creatures on alien worlds. But what you're really doing is climbing a finely tuned power curve over and over again. This game isn't concerned with giving you ridiculous abilities because it knows it'll eventually outpower creep you. The difficulty level gradually increases over time until it reaches the infinitely scaling challenge of eventually spawning piles of boss enemies with 6-figure health pools on top of you the second you load into a new stage. The quest for outrageous items makes the risk of rain too special, but its unlockable secrets give it the edge. Payday 2, released on the 13th of August 2013 on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. This deep, addictive co-op shooter by Karmasur Studios will force you to call your friends on Discord and play this game for hours. Like most co-op games, this one's only as good as the people you play with, but when everyone involved plays it the right way, the rewards include challenging, high-tension action, and intense run-and-gun battles. The core 4-player co-op gameplay is excellent, as there are numerous systems and mechanics that support it. Crime. Net is your primary gameplay mode, where you'll select missions from an interactive city map and be paired up with some criminal partners. The sound effects give the gunplay in Payday 2 a punch that invites you to pull the trigger again and again. Payday 2 actually recognizes and rewards a stealthy approach to bank robbery. Borderlands 2, released on the 21st of September 2012 on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. This decade-old game is still on the list. But yeah, Gearbox Software did a great job back then, and I'm afraid to say that they haven't peaked ever since. Aside from a few minor quibbles, Borderlands 2 improves not only the narrative, but almost every major game system. If you've been looking for a reason to return to the world of Pandora, Borderlands 2 has more than enough to offer. Guns, ammo, character skins, grenade mods, class mods. There's always something better. Something you didn't even realize you needed until you discovered it in Borderlands 2. Every firefight and the intense boss battles become all the more rewarding because even if you've died a few times and want to crush something close to you in real life, it suddenly feels like everything's gonna be okay when you're blasting enemies with a newly looted gun. So, this was it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and found at least one platform game you'll love playing. If yes, like the video and subscribe to Game Perfection so you'll never miss anything that we bring for you. I'll see you soon with another amazing video bringing some fabulous games for you. Till then, this was your host, Karma, signing off. Peace out.